Hello Crownies, welcome back to our vlog. As you can see, we prepared dinner and we thought we can just open the cam and talk while eating. We are not eating in a restaurant, and we are a Filipino German couple, so do not wonder that we do not eat now like in a 5-star restaurant. Filipinos usually eat with hands and don't use knives because it makes no sense for them. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I cooked today chicken with fried vegetables and we eat rice. Yeah. Let's go.
Chatsi, thank you for cooking, Chatsi.
You're welcome, Chatsi.
That's how I am all the time.
Yeah.
But guys, every time Auntie cooks, I know it's delicious. Always.
We're gonna see. In Germany or in Europe, we cook different from Filipinos. When we cook meat, it's still soft and juicy in the middle. And
Like half cooked.
yeah, and Filipinos they fry it like dry, and it's
Deep fried.
yeah. And the funny thing is, we Germans says when there is still juice and soft in the middle, it tastes more intense, and Filipinos say completely different. They say when it's dry inside, it tastes more intense. It's
Yeah, we like it.
yeah,
At least in my family.
completely different from.
I don't know the other Filipinos, but me, I have no problem eating with like half cooked meat anymore. When I order steak, I like it when there's still like blood,
Yeah,
so
it's,
soft.
it's more like.
And now that I eat something like that already, I just found out that it's really more tasty. It's tastier when it's still like soft and bloody. But before, I had a hard time eating them. For me, it was like gross.
We have really good news, guys. Now it's April 30, so I will upload this vlog tomorrow. So now it's April 30 and we have already 10 bookings for May for the boat.
9, 10.
Yeah, nine for sure, 10 is still in discussion. So it's getting better and better. But if you guys come here to the Philippines and you have a stay over in Panglao, just let us know. And
We have a nice boat.
We have a really nice boat, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, our plan for tonight is to cook my asawa's favorite Filipino food, the bulalo or meat soup. What is this soup name?
Beef soup.
Beef soup. I cooked them and he loved it. But unfortunately, yesterday we forgot to buy vegetables.
Yeah, and there's a problem, Crownies. Here is this swine fever. Pig fever. And the problem is they made the two bridges. We have two bridges in Panglao going to Tagbilaran. The old bridge, and we call it old and new bridge. So the closest way for us to drive to Tagbilaran city or to the port where we always buy vegetables and fish is the old bridge. But now because they are Apollo, hey, geh weg da.
Apollo is under our table, touching my legs, our legs, you know.
Nein, Apollo. Don't touch it, yeah? You are an influencer, dog, my god. Show some professional attitude. The thing is that now we always need to drive over the new bridge because they had, here in Panglao is now this fever and they don't want to bring it to, that the pandemic goes to the...
Pandemic?
Yeah, the infection.
Fever pandemic.
Yeah, doesn't goes to the next island, Bohol. So they control now every car and bike if there is meat or live
Pork.
pigs. Yeah, pork. So what they are doing now, they close each bridge one way. So when we wanna go now to Tagbilaran, we need to drive. Yeah, we need to drive over the new bridge then back to the city to come just to the port where it's directly at the old bridge, and it's far away just for getting some vegetables. And today I was not in the mood for driving. That was a long explanation for a simple thing, right?
A few days ago or last week, they don't check motorbikes. And then I was thinking, if they're really like into controlling the Smith
It
stuff.
depends. I make it now. I made the experience now because I'm always driving now because of the boat. It really depends in the police officer, because some of them, they really don't care. They make hours like this. Drive. You know, as long as they get their monthly payment, everything is completely, they doesn't care. And some, they take the job serious and they stop you and ask for checking inside, you know?
Yeah, check the toolbox. But before, based on my experience, they don't.
No.
So I said to myself, every motorbike has toolbox. And why they let the motorbike drive?
Yeah,
And if you really want to bring meat, you could bring. And
Yeah.
now they check already because a lot of people complain. And it's so sad, guys. Normally, on month of May, from May 1 to May 30 or 31, it's fiesta every day in some parts, different areas in Bohol. And normally May 1, the pig is very, very expensive.
Yeah, no,
So everyone is raising pigs to sell, you know. Now, even they sell at 150, no one buys.
Yeah, because they
So
cannot bring
sad.
it home.
Yeah. It's so sad, you know, for the people who spend so much money. And now it's like
And
business
also,
is down.
yeah, and also, maybe some people are afraid to get infected, you know.
I need to research about it, you know, if you eat
I also
infected
don't know.
pig.
Yeah, I also don't know how it works actually.
What do you get? What symptoms you get?
For sure, it's like every infection. Some people get nothing. Some people get like
Sick.
some symptoms, and some people get worse. You know, it's for sure like this.
Just to no price?
You took so much. I knew. Charmie cook always for 10 people rice, and then the rest we throw.
Can I have water, please? So funny because me and Andre, I eat more double than Andre actually, but you look at his weight and versus mine.
But you also gain weight.
I gain weight like 1 or 2 kilo, and I also lose fast weight. So
That's true. Yesterday, Charmie had 4 clients.
oh yeah, from 8 a.m. to what time
9?
I finished?
9 p.m.
No. Like 8 p.m. also. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. But I never felt tired at all. So funny. Everyone, my client yesterday was like so worried. Mom, you need to eat or you need to relax. You need to make pausa. What is pausa again?
Wait.
Like, yes, like after you do one set, you should
Lunch break. Oh.
You should break. Take a break. They always say like, take a break, you know, because maybe you're tired already. I said, no, it's okay. I don't get tired every time I do nails, or even when I'm sleepy and I start having clients, then my sleepiness just go away.
So and now this. We are poor, so our dessert is just watermelon. Apollo.
Here, unta.
So,
Today, after how many weeks, very, very hot weather,
it was raining.
first time it rained so strong.
Gott sei Dank.
Yeah. Thank God.
But our brothers informed us that at the beach where the boat is, the waves and the wind is so strong.
Tomorrow we're gonna go there.
Yeah.
Actually, shots today, this morning, somebody wants to buy 3 rabbits. and I should deliver it, but I fell asleep because around 10 p.m. I sleep already, and my brother came in the middle of the night after his work. He came here to pick up his stuff and also eat. Yeah, and then I need time again to fall back asleep. So it turns out I wake up so late. Nicht gut, ne?
It's okay. After you eat salty, it tastes more sweet.
Really?
Try now. Bite one. I promise you. Bite in one, and then you think, wow. But just the first 2 bites.
Wow.
Krass, ne? But then you eat 2 of it, it tastes...
But yeah.
But you can taste the watermelon.
Yeah. It's just that it's not fresh, you know. I miss the moment I had the fresh watermelon from the
Hard
farm.
work. I had...
the hard work he put. That was really
I was
so
helping
good.
the
First time I ate
I was helping
fresh.
the farmers to harvest watermelon the whole day in the sun, and then they gave me 4 watermelons, and
Yes.
Charmie eat them all.
Oh, there was a comment I saw. It was actually still a polite comment. He said like, he is surprised how the house looks like, you know, the messy. And in that vlog, I said, guys, that the past week, since the TikTok wasn't working and I was not earning so much, and I was kind of not motivated to do things.
Say the truth, you was depressed, you was crying every day.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. I'm always worried, guys, because for me, if, for example, okay, when I see like 1 week not much money going, I freaked out already. I already think about, oh my god, how are we gonna pay this house, this everything, you know, salary, the expenses, you know, because we have fixed expenses. So
Yeah,
I worry because
we can tell you that, for example, our fixed cost, that is house, internet, we have it there on our wall. So house, internet, water, electricity, and the salaries of brothers are already 32,100 peso every month. We have to pay even without any income. So this is our fixed cost. And then of course you need to eat something. Sometimes as a couple you want to do something. That's also the reason why at the moment we do not share videos like going outside or something, because
we have no money to go outside.
we would have the money, but we are at the moment,
we have 3 employees.
Yeah, we have 3 employees to pay now, and we need to focus on that. And it would be sad if you go to Charmie's brothers, or it doesn't matter if it's Charmie's brothers or any other employee, but you know, you cannot go to them and say, oh, sorry, we cannot pay you on time.
No.
But then they would see in our vlogs that we go in restaurants and that we, I don't know, travel to another island. Yeah, so it's also disrespectful. No? You need to prioritize the workers. That's the reason why at the moment we have also not much time to clean or to focus on that.
Yeah,
because
I can tell.
For example, this week and next week together we have 7 boats. 7 times the boat is rented out in the next 2 weeks. And you have always one day you need to prepare the documents, you need to print out the documents, you need to instruct the, communicate with the crew, and then on the next day there is the drive, and then there's also another inquiries you need to answer. even they don't reply anymore because maybe they take another operator, but of course you have to answer inquiries. So, and if you have days where you have free time or you don't have anything to do, then you are not in the mood to use that free time with cleaning and everything.
Yeah, and for example, when you also clean, the dogs also ruin them, you know.
Yeah.
And I wish that one day we have already like someone to like help her or something.
Yeah, sometimes Charmie's auntie comes here. Sometimes you saw her in some vlogs. Because she's always the one who asks if she can help, and then we pay her.
Yeah, when she needs money, she
Correct.
asks.
When she needs money, she doesn't come and say, "Do you have money?" She always comes and say, "She always comes."
Do you have work?
Yeah, she always comes and say, "Can I do something?" And then sometimes she is here. We let her clean the house, or she does laundry or something. Now people gonna say, and this is the interesting thing. I don't know why I switched to this now. Every time you cannot please everyone. This is the reason why. I know if we would tell now that when Charmie's auntie comes to us asking for work to get some money, people gonna complain that we are selfish and do not give it to her. You know.
Instead we let her work.
Yeah, instead we let her
Actually,
work.
guys-
Yeah, wait. Instead we let her work. They will say like, "Oh, she's your auntie. Why you let her work for getting money?" But on the other side, when we would tell now that we always borrow money, there would be thousands of, especially old foreigners, who would say like, see, Andre is paying for the family, he got milked, you know, the family always ask for money, blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't matter what you do, there will always be someone who complains. Fact is, Charmie's auntie, she is not a person who likes to borrow money. She say it's out of her honor. So instead of begging for money, she wants to give something back. Do not think that Charmie is a bad relative, that she asked work for giving money.
Maybe I am.
Yeah. It's just that auntie wants to help. And
Actually,
also
guys,
you need to know that every time when her auntie comes here to clean the house or something, she always bring her Charmie's cousin, and they eat here with us, and sometimes we bring them outside or something. So actually sometimes I think we pay more money for food, and
we pay more.
yeah, we pay more for food and other things than she is asking. So it's
This is what Andre also said. Why is that why is that the mentality of Filipino is when they need money, they ask money and not job to get money? And I think I understand, and I think this is also very genius way, you know, because when you keep just giving money without letting them work, then you make them lazy, you know.
yeah, also no, lazy I wouldn't say. Comfortable.
What does that mean?
Comfortable is like bequem. It's not like lazy, but it's just my opinion, and that's what I always say to Charmie, is that I observe personally, and now it's better I talk it, because when you say it, the people will directly say that you are a bad Filipino talking bad about your country.
Yeah.
But what I observed here personally, and it's just my personal opinion, doesn't mean that it's for every Filipino, but it's what I observe. In all big families here, there are always 3, 2, 4, 5 maybe in the whole family who are working hard, really hard, and having a good paid job, while other ones are, I don't know how to say it without giving a judging feeling, but the other ones are having no job or no permanently job, right? And they're relying on this some people in the family who work hard. And that's why I always say to Charmie, that's the reason why we made the boat, because I say that Charmie's brothers are getting older now and they are out of school now. So if I give them, or if we give them a job and work like the boat, where they can always make money, then they do not ask for money, what is good for their pride and honor. And they also learn that in early age to wake up every morning, to prepare the boat for the guests, to go in contact with the guests, they learn English on the boat. And at the end of the day, I think this is a way better help than just giving them money when they need money. And
which I agree also.
that's the reason why we made it. That's the reason why I said, let us make the boat, so brothers have always income, and they do not need to rely on us in any way.
I think it's really best when you give someone work than directly money, because they don't know how to value money.
Yeah.
They will not know how to value money. But once you work for that same exact money, they know what to do with it wisely.
Yeah. There's, for example, a story where a friend of Charmie, she always come here is crying, or talk to Charmie and cries because her family, she is living here, but her family is living on another island, and they are always asking her for money because the family wants to start a business, and they are forcing her or pushing pressure on her to give them money. And they say, you have a foreigner now, so why you don't send me money? And then what I observed is that's not her who asked the man for help. Mostly it's that the girl is just between the foreigner and the family, and the pressure comes from the family, like, now my daughter, now my sister, now my cousin, she has a foreigner, and then they ask her for asking him for money. But then on the end, the man always think that it comes from the girlfriend, but the main reason is actually the family behind who put the pressure on her to ask him. And it's funny because she told us that they want money to start a business. And then I say to her, and that was my opinion, I say to her, listen, you should not give your family money for opening the business. And then she said, why? Because I said, it's the very complete wrong way. Because if someone get, let us say, 2 million peso to start a business, he would never ever be that motivated, and he would never give so much efforts to run the business, because the money he will lose once the business is not working well, okay, it was not his money what is gone. So when you start a business, you should always make sure that the money comes really from you, and you start in a small way and then you make it bigger. And if someone comes to you and say, hey, can you loan me 2 million or 3 million peso, I want to start a business, my opinion is always don't give the money, because if the person get the money from you and he start the business and the business is not running well, he has no reason to push himself to make the business run, because it's not his money he lost.
This is coming from my experience also. People will just borrow you money. They always give you this very flavorful expectation, or they always promise you that after a few weeks I will give it to you, no problem, blah blah blah. And then you rely on that promise from them, and then when time comes you ask the money, because on the date they promised you to pay, they don't pay. There's no message explaining why they cannot pay on the day they promised. And then when you keep asking them, it will always end up that it's me who's the problem, who has no understanding, who is rude, who...
Charmie gave a lot of money to people now already. Her TikTok money. And it was always the same voice. It was always the people say, oh, can you borrow me money? It's just because I needed to pay I have emergency. Can you please give me money? And then they always say, I give you it on that day. And then Charmie gives the money. And then Charmie on that day is a person who really asks, like, hey, you told me today you wanna.
No, it's like I wait for today.
Yeah.
But then if not, I wait few more days.
Correct.
Really
If they message or something, and then there comes nothing, and then Charmie always start asking, here, what is with the money? And then it's always the same. The people say like, my God, you live in a big house. You have a foreigner, and you have so much money, and now you need to ask, and now you need to ask 3,000 pesos. My God, or something. And then it's where I always say, okay, why you say you want to borrow money? If your intention and the way you say it now shows that you had never the intention to pay it back. We had situations in the beginning when we came here, we had a lot of money, our TikTok was running great, everything was running great. We had the money and we put the investment in the boat, and everyone was asking us for help or loan or something, and then we always gave to them. And then in the end, we was starting running after our money, and the people had no understanding for us because we were rich. Yeah, and now in the situation where we had the boat, we have like I said a couple times now, we have responsibilities for our workers and something. We say to each other that from now on, even we still have savings and money, we do not gonna give it to other people. Because Charmie and also me, we have no time and also I have also no energy to run after money I loan to people. That's the reason why then I prefer that what we did as a community. Then when it comes to, I love to give money to people and I love to give help. Last time there is sometimes when we go to a shop here and buy a thing, there is one man, he is, I would say handicapped because I do not know the better word for that.
Person with disability.
Yeah, and he cannot walk. He always just crawl.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, because he has. Sometimes when I see him, I always give him money. Then I do.
He don't ask.
Yeah, he don't ask. I just go there and give him all the time, because I see this more for me. Or when we made this community thing with this Christmas stuff, it's not that Charmie and me, we are selfish, but we have just made the experience that I would say 80% of the people who ask us for help, and we give them help, and they say they're gonna pay it back, like I said, you always end up running and chasing your money, and then it's sad. There was also situations of Charmie, in Charmie's case, where she asked for the money back. They blame her for that she dares to ask, and then later, and then sometimes later, they come again and ask for money, and then Charmie say, "I'm sorry, I gave you money already. You promised me you were gonna pay it back, and you did not pay it back, and now you come again." And do you know what we found out? That these people who came a second time asking money and Charmie say no, they are talking gossip about Charmie, that she is a selfish person because she's not gonna help them,
Yeah.
This is something I do not understand. But what I observed here in the Philippines is that even young kids come to you and say, give me money. Do you remember the girl in 7-Eleven when we went back home? And the kids here around, you cannot say that they are poor kids. It's not that they are really poor people where the kids also ask for money. I understand. But I always observe, especially here in 7-Eleven, that there is a group of kids. They are not really poor because I know them here from the neighborhood. Okay, and for Filipinos, they have a normal life. And they are always sitting there at the 7-Eleven, and when a foreigner comes, they jump in front of you and say, give me money. They even don't say please or something, they just say, give me money, or they make like this. And then I'm sure a lot of tourists, because they go to 7-Eleven, they give them money because they think they are in need and they are poor. And then these kids are running in the 7-Eleven and buy candies. So what I observed, or what I always ask myself is, there must be someone who teach them that foreigners are rich, And when you go there, for sure you get some money, and then you can get your candies, you know. But in what direction these kids will be raised and lead, and if also the workers from 7-Eleven, they know it, the guys from the tank gasoline station, there's also directly a gasoline station. When I drive there and wants to refill the bike, the kids are running from 7-Eleven to me to ask money, and there is no one of the adults telling them, hey, what you are doing is not right, you know, you're not poor, you take the money from them now, and then you run into 7-Eleven and buy your candies. And last time when I observed this, there was a boy again, I asked him, he came and directly say, give me money, and then I say, how old are you? And then I say to him, do you speak English? And then he said yes. So that was directly where I say, okay, he is 13 years old, his English was pretty good, he cannot be a child living in poverty, you know, because how it learns English so good. So and then I asked him, how old are you? And then he said 13. And then I said, why you ask me for money? And then he had no answer. And then I said, I know you. You go inside to 7-Eleven and you buy candies, right? And then he said yes. And then I said to him, I give you 10 peso now. And then I say, but I give it to you when you pay me a promise. And then he said, what? And then I said to him, soon you will be an adult man. Soon you will be 18 years old. And you give me a promise now. From the moment you are 18 years old and you need money, you're not gonna ask for money, you ask the people for work.
Yeah.
And then I said, do not ask, can I have money? Ask, can I have work? And then I said to him, and you go to a foreigner and say, sir, I'm really good in washing cars, or I'm really good in cutting trees or something. Can you give me some work? I told him, I'm sure some foreigners would appreciate it, and then they give you work, and then you make money with your arms and with your knowledge. And then he said, okay, I promise you, sir.
I think that's how it should be, you know.
I don't know if he would do it, but
at least it would be an eye-opener to some, you know.
Yeah. It's sad. Sometimes I feel sad, but some people will say now in the comments that it's a third...
just for 10 peso.
Yeah, it's a third world country, but it's not just about 10 peso, it's about attitude, it's about leading a child, you know.
True.
That with work it can make way more...
better life.
It can have a way better life than always asking money, because if it's always ask money, it has just enough to survive.
Yes.
If the people are gonna ask for work and they're working hard, they can make some savings, you know.
True. They can have permanent income, you know, instead of just asking money all the time.
I'm really curious about the comments. I learned already that some opinions we have, it's an opinion. Everyone can have a different opinion. Doesn't mean that you guys need to judge or something. We just think about how we see the world here. Other foreigners make different experience. This is how I see it here in Panglao.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, guys, that's it for this sit and talk with eating session. Thank you so much for watching this vlog, and I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel, and we see you next time.
Bye bye. How many minutes?
1 hour.
Hey. Good that it's still on record.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Kiss. Eh. That's how it is.
Yeah, because it's ticklish.